I'm sure I'm not the only person thinking this way, because especially for some of us who's been through like a whole lot in our lives, growing up as a child and even as an adult, the things that we get to deal with and all. But then I'm just thinking to myself, like, God, how can I be a better parent? Like, how can I be the best version of myself to show my kids that I truly love them, that I cherish them, that my kids mean more than all my kids will mean, because we're talking about future, right? My kids would mean everything to me in this world. Obviously after God, then it has to be my kids, obviously myself too, because I ain't gonna neglect who I am as a person just to be able to take care of a kid. But then I just get to think about this, like, how can I be a better version, the best version, not even a better, the best version of myself, where I could love my kids. I could teach my kids what love looks like, what motherly love looks like. I could teach my kids how to love the world, how to respect, how to respond to certain energy that the world is definitely going to give them, especially for some of us that never grew up in a space where we get to experience like true love. I'm not saying that I didn't experience love, but then I'm just talking about like true love itself, like how to respond to certain energy, how to put yourself first above anyone else or above anything else. I'm just thinking about this in my head. Like, I've been thinking about this for like days, But then I just feel like I just need to share this thoughts. Like, how can I do this? Because I promise you, motherhood that's a whole different life on its own. I just like to believe that it's just like a whole different aspect of life itself, where it's no longer about you. It's about giving your kids the very best. It's about loving your kids unconditionally. It's about putting your kids above everything else. I've been just thinking about this for days, and just as I prepare to enter into that phase in my life, I know some people are going to be like, oh, wow, she's expecting, that's none of your business. I didn't say that. So I'm just saying, as I prepare to be, to step into that, to just step into that phase in my life, these are some of the things that I hold so dear. These are some of the things that are so special to me. How can I do this? What can I do right to really love my children, to make my children know their true worth, to make my kids know that they mean everything to me in this world. I don't even care whether, let's say, I give birth to a kid today and I didn't end up marrying the dad, or I got married to the dad and it didn't work out, and I marry another man or another woman or whatever, or whoever I decide to get married to. My kids comes first. My kids comes first. You don't like my kids, we're not gonna bond. You don't like my kids, obviously, you're not even gonna be in my space. I'm not gonna share my space with you. I'm just thinking about it. Like, it's wild, but then I've just been thinking about it because I've seen like a whole lot of things go wrong in people's lives. I've seen like a whole lot, like mothers don't get along with their kids because they tend to choose their husbands or their spouses over their children. I've seen like mothers get to treat, or not even just mothers, even fathers get to treat their kids as if they're just a piece of trash. But then the actual trash is their partners, but they don't get to see that. I've just been thinking about all of this. But anyway.